Good morning, readers. Today we will continue reading by the Great Horn Spoon. We are on chapter 5, making good progress. And as you know, this book takes place during the gold rush. Readers, yesterday we learned that the people on the ship went down the cape and went near Brazil. So I'm going to show you a picture now of where they went. So by the Great Horn Spoon refers to the cape, and that would be down here. So on their ship, they started up here, and they went down to Brazil. Do you see Brazil? So they stopped at a port called Rio de Janeiro. So they must have been right in here. They pulled their ship up, they got off, and remember they ate those pineapples. So they're going to continue their trip, and they're going to go all the way around here, up, and try to make it to California. So yesterday we read that the good luck got stolen and left. So let's see what happens today in chapter 5. Chapter 5, Land of Fire. The days grew shorter. Lady Wilma beat her way towards the tip of South America, and summer faded quickly from the sea. Jack, who had been going barefoot for weeks to keep cool, now put his shoes on to keep warm. The gold seekers put away their straw hats and dug in their sea chests for woolen underwear. Off the coast of Patagonia, Jack awoke to find 6 inches of snow on deck on the ship and a school of whales off the boat. Soon the passengers were bundled up in great cocoons of clothing. Thin men looked like fat ones, and fat men looked enormous. For days, Praiseworthy and Jack watched the crew tighten the riggings and check the canvas against the coming winds and crashing seas of Cape Horn. An air of impending adventure ran through the ship. Jack listened to tales of whaling ships disappearing forever from the roaring cape, of square riggers with their masts uprooted like trees, of brigs driven back by horrendous headwinds, and of barks wandering in endless fogs. Nonsense, Praiseworthy would say. Mere sea yarns, but even more forbidding. Jack was afraid of the sea captains, and tempted by a shorter route to the Pacific through the narrow and vile-tempered Strait of Magellan. There, ships were sometimes cracked in two like nuts between the rocky jaws of the passage. More than one brave captain had turned back for the tender mercies of Cape Horn itself. Stuff and nonsense, Praiseworthy would say, even though he believed every word of it. We may hit a bit of bad weather, gentlemen, but our good captain will give the back of his hand to the Cape. He told me so himself. Well, said Mr. Azaria Jones, I hope he doesn't try that. It'll suit me fine if he keeps both eyes open, and then some. The mountainous Yankee trader wore a muffler tied around his face as if he had a toothache to keep his ears warm. In the pilot house, Captain Swain studied his charts. The Sea Raven was obviously far in the lead, but San Francisco was a long way off. Captain Swain knew well enough of the storms lying in wait off the Horn, winds that could drive a ship back 20 miles for every one it gained. Nevertheless, the nearer the Lady Wilma crept to the furious tip of the continent, the more eager Captain Swain became. There were waters to test a master's skill. Praiseworthy, who was not born to adventure, was surprised to find it decidedly to his liking. His face was weathering. On good days and bad, he took his brisk laps around the deck and enjoyed the sting of the sea on his cheeks. I must admit, he said to Jack, that I'm rather keen on having a look at the notorious Cape. You might watch for the fires. Fires? Said Jack, attempting to keep up. At Tierra del Fuego, the captain says. He says there are natives who keep great fires going day and night to keep themselves and their sheep from freezing. Tierra del Fuego, land of fire. That's what the name means. Bet you know that. A burst of spray rose from the bows and fell like rain. Land of fire, said Jack. I'll watch for it. I'm going to pause there. Okay, readers. So I'm going to show you again the map. So this is where they're going. And remember they said that they were thinking about going through the other channel that would break up their boat? That would be right here. So they're thinking about cutting through right here and trying to make a shortcut instead of going all the way around, all the way to go all the way back up. Wouldn't it be faster if they did that? But they learned that it's actually not. It wasn't safe. It was much safer to go all the way around. So if you were on a ship, I wonder which one you would choose. Would you take the shortcut that's more dangerous and you might have to turn around and go the other way anyways? Or would you go around the Cape? What would you choose? Well, readers, today and every day, remember to pay attention to the characters and have fun with your reading. See you tomorrow.